Hi and welcome to Indigo Starfire. My name is Bevin, and in this video I'm going to be doing a channeled message from your future husband or wife. There are 3 groups to choose from. Group 1 is the Ocean Jasper Heart. Group 2 is the Aventurine Heart. And Group 3 is the Rose Quartz Heart. So if you want to take a moment to center, focus on your breathing, and feel whichever group, maybe multiple groups, or perhaps all of the groups that you're most drawn to. I'll give you a minute to make your selection, and then we'll get right into it. And there are timestamps in the description box of the video for each group if you'd like to jump ahead. And up next is a close-up photo of the crystals to help you better make your selection. Hi, Group 1. Chose the Ocean Jasper Heart. So I'm going to start with some tarot, and I will use these as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energy surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. And following this initial portion of the reading, I'll get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through in the first part or can serve as additional messages for you from your future husband or wife. And then I will close the reading out with some initials. Okay, we have the King of Cups, 7 of Wands, the Lovers, Death, the Tower, 9 of Wands, the Emperor, 9 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Swords. I am working diligently at this point in time to discontinue and disconnect from a repeating narrative within my mind that causes me to question my lovability, the value of what I have to give, and has in the past led me to self-sabotage circumstances that were actually good, to seek out and then become myself the red flag warning, and leaving me with a sense of dissatisfaction at the ways in which I had mishandled the opportunity to experience something good, fulfilling, and true. When I come forth to you openly and honestly, I want you to not just hear the words that I speak, that are affirmations of a feeling of love which grows inside of me daily, but I want my energy itself to be strong and true, and to announce itself in a way that it silences all doubts and insecurities within you. I want to be a safe person for myself and for you. I understand deeply the value of you in my life already at this point in time. Though you exist in many ways as a suggestion, a potential, a hope of something beautiful that could develop materially, and at many times I am lost in the idea of this, and it takes effort to bring myself back to the reality that I must first become the love I am seeking to cultivate with you. You are also the essence of what I keep being drawn back to as the reality and motivating factor that causes me to press forth through the uncomfortable areas within my own shadow, where I am forced to take personal responsibility rather than passing that along to people that might have been careless with my heart, or to blame myself in the sense that I operated the best I could with tools I had available to me in the past, and to simply leave it at that and to move forward, doing nothing to change, which has been a habit of mine in the past. I'm trying to collect what I find inside and refashion that into something of use. I am upending previous belief systems and starting to look at things from the inside out. I am very cognizant and mindful of my own frequency at this point in time, and I deliberately hold myself away from others at times where I feel that I would only contribute more chaos than peace and serenity, because I want to receive what it is that I put out and give, and so I am prioritizing a place of equilibrium inside of myself as the new status quo, in the hopes that this will generate to me an abundance of experiences with others, where I am a presence that adds value and meaning, starting with my interpersonal relationships on a professional, friendship, and familial level. I am seeking to improve, little by little, the way that I show up into these sectors of my life, so that when it is time for love and romance to become part of the most inner layer of the circles of my reality, that you can rest assured I am not just a person who is moving about with a fresh theory put into place, but that I've actually practiced what I am preaching, that I have established myself as a new and renewed person, that people whose trust was shaken at one point in time in me now have the ability to be confident and renewed in their understanding that I am a metamorphosized individual. In this sense, I hope that there will be enough action and concrete evidence to back up for you the essence of the story of my personal journey that I will share, that speaks of a person once upon a time who stumbled from disaster to disaster, only to come to a place in their life where something needed to give, and rather than continuing to move in a downward spiral, I chose to take definitive and assertive action in a new direction. In many ways, I know that healing comes in layers and that I always will be a work in progress. But I want to give us the gift of a new and better foundation within myself first and foremost, so that you trust me as someone to operate as both a leader and a partner in the situation with you that will develop between us when the time is right. I am holding on to the idea of you firmly, and I am trying to open myself as well to the reality that the nature of who you are authentically in many ways will not align with a form of idealization that I have already, without meaning to, created for you. I don't want you to have to live up to expectations that are too lofty and have our situation come crumbling down before it has even had a chance for liftoff. And so I'm trying to keep a grounded perspective and also my heart open to dreaming about the type of love I have always wished to experience, that I am wanting to cultivate inside of myself first so that it can be mirrored in the circumstance with you. So those are your messages. Let's see what else your future husband or wife wants you to know at this time. And we have, I hold back because I don't want to be rejected. I am planning to surprise you. I've been sending you messages in the 5D. I'm protecting this connection. I don't want to hide this connection anymore. I know we are being spiritually guided. Telepathically communicate with me. I do think about the future, and when I do, I think about you in it. I've been telepathically communicating with you, and I've been expanding my spiritual knowledge. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. We've got S, A, P, D, E, E, S, D, F, B, Q, and P. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 2. You chose the Aventurine Heart. So I'm going to start with some tarot, and I will use these as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energy surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. And following this initial portion of the reading, I'll get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through in the first part or can serve as additional messages for you from your future husband or wife. And then I will close the reading out with some initials. Okay, we have the Hermit, Seven of Swords, Knight of Swords, Seven of Wands, Ten of Swords, Queen of Wands, the Moon, Two of Wands, Five of Swords, and Death. I will do absolutely anything to be with you. You are the epitome of wish fulfillment for me in so many ways, and I'm working up my courage right now to step out of the shadows and to declare and proclaim myself as somebody who has sensed the beacon of you across time and space and has managed to materialize in the here and now through a series of challenges, trials, and tribulations that have broken me down from the person I once was and has necessitated the building back up of a whole new identity, which is the version of me that properly aligns with the essence and totality of all that you are. I have moved beyond a place of self-pity and lamentation for missed opportunities and things which did not work out in the past. I come forth to you with open arms, cleansed and having cleansed myself of all regrets. It has been an arduous journey in order to reach this place in my life, and there were times where I thought that this would be a solitary path that I was walking. I have come to a place of acceptance about that, and at that proper moment when the reality that I am fine in my own company has become the nature of my everyday existence, not begrudgingly, but from a place where I actually value and appreciate the person that I see in the mirror, loving myself and the life that I have now built very deeply. That is when you swept into my world and into my reality, like a breath of fresh air, exhilarating and uplifting me, propelling me on a journey of ascension that I never knew was possible because I had already been through so much transformation and growth. I had already awakened. I was already deeply in alignment with a new kind of path and purpose for myself. And then the introduction of you into my cognizant awareness has illuminated that I was only aware of a fragment and a fraction of what I feel it is I am here on this planet to do. The idea of loving you fully and with my whole heart fills me with a sense of purpose and fulfillment. I want to discover all the ways you have been left in a deficit of feeling worthy of love, deserving of love, having received a lack of love or something lukewarm, because I want to upend any misnomers that you might have of yourself as somehow unworthy or too broken to be able to be accepted for exactly who you are. You are perfect in every sense of the word, and I will not tire of finding new and creative ways to bring about that beautiful smile on your face so that you are able to become the essence of joy itself, which lights my world up so profoundly when I am able to see, sense, and perceive that even from afar. You are a mystery in many ways, and I eagerly anticipate getting to know all of your different layers, the elements of your character, how these things were forged, the versions of you that were shed or forcibly left behind. I want to learn and love all about these things so that the totality of you and your human experience up to the point when our lives join with one another can be celebrated and appreciated, because this is a personal philosophy that I adhere to and live by that has yielded for me a level of abundance inside that is priceless. It is in this tone that I intend to set the stage and offer you the invitation of a type of life where you are accepted for exactly who you are and encouraged to think as far outside of the box as you choose to about the version of you that you next become. I feel so deeply that we are meant to align, to encourage and support one another in the present moment and in things which are still to come, both in this lifetime and many that are still to be experienced. You, in many ways, are the miracle that I had been hoping for and had resolved myself that I would be fine existing in this lifetime without the experience of. You are a godsend and a treasure, and at times I am speechless and can only just stare at you from a place of silence, because the little nuances of who you are, your quirks and the intricacies of your character, even things about your mannerisms fit so deeply with an idea of love that has been housed inside of myself, that seems to come awake and to speak of you as someone very eternally linked with me. I look forward to the opportunity to develop our relationship more deeply in the physical world, and I promise that I will not keep you waiting much longer until I am looking at you eye to eye and speaking these truths out loud. So those are your messages. Let's see what else your future husband or wife wants you to know right now. And we have, you've really been by my side. I see that. I do cherish you for that. It feels like something is missing without you around. I act happy, but I'm not. I've looked into tarot readings. I have a lot of gratitude for you. I've thought about living together. Telepathically communicate with me. I've been having dreams of you. I don't want to hide this connection anymore. And I want to dedicate a song to you. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got Y, B, S, N, O, O, M, L, D, K, C, A, and P. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 3. You chose the Rose Quartz Heart. So I'm going to start with some tarot and use these as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energy surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense, using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. And following this initial portion of the reading, I'll get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through in the first part or can serve as additional messages for you from your future husband or wife. And then I'll close the reading out with some initials. Okay, we have Three of Swords, Queen of Cups, Four of Cups, King of Swords, King of Cups, Justice, Page of Swords, the Emperor, Knight of Pentacles, and Death. I cannot deny my feelings for you any longer, and I can't believe that I missed a wide open window of opportunity to speak these things aloud to you that for so long have been harbored inside of myself, growing and being suppressed and denied for reasons I do not fully understand. And now that I find myself so removed from you, you being so profoundly at a distance from me that it hurts, I ache. I feel you now in a way that I was unable to because you were so close and accessible before. It is driving me to the brink of questioning the life that I have built for myself overall, because a key and crucial element that was so close and yet I kept so far at a distance is now gone. And I understand fundamentally that you are that missing piece that has been so crucial for my overall happiness and well-being. That my entire life, as much as I have wandered around the internal landscapes and the world around me, looking for things to fill a sense of void within, telling myself that I was satisfied with the choices that I had made, ignoring the gnawing reality that whatever progress was happening, I was ultimately moving in the wrong direction. That you represent everything which is right and balanced. You are the yin to my yang, and this is something that I cannot continue to just disregard as a casual occurrence. There is nobody like you. You are rare and precious, and I sense even in this moment that there is competition which has come in to take my place by your side, which fills me with a sense of possessiveness that is also confusing, since I did everything within my power to push you so far away, to create a wall of silence which was impenetrable between the two of us, to where you had no choice but to cut yourself free from me, to go off and live your life as I insisted that you do long ago. And you have done a beautiful job of honoring my requests. And yet, at this point in time, I feel that I have somehow tricked myself and sabotaged myself out of true wish fulfillment, because pushing you away did not yield the joy that I thought it would. And the idea of somebody else holding you close when fundamentally I feel that you are and always have been and ought to always be mine is something that I cannot live with for much longer. I feel my blood boiling, and I am motivated at this point in time to come and find you and confess my love as I should have done long ago. I hope that it is not too late, and that what I sense and perceive as someone else coming in close to try and win your heart, I hope that I am up for the level of competition that is necessary, because I have taken you for granted. I do not deserve another opportunity with you, and yet at the same point in time, there is nothing else in my life that I see at this point that is worth fighting for. I am frustrated and stressed out. How could I have let myself be so blind to the reality that we were placed in one another's lives for a very specific reason? That I have only been living a fragment of true wish fulfillment because I had refused to embrace fully the confusing and uplifting and exhilarating journey that the experience of you and loving you and the life that you have chosen and been compelled to live would involve. I was clinging to my creature comforts, and these things only became a trap. And I was submerged within my pride and my ego to where I would only watch you from afar, keeping my distance just enough so that you would sense and perceive me at times, but never be able to physically reach or be reached by me. I looked at you as a temptation, something to be pushed far away when I should only ever have brought you in closer. And it is a mistake that eats me up inside, because I have wasted so much time for both of us in this foolish game of my pride and my ego, which is now having to be put in check very aggressively by me. I know that I cannot come barreling into your life and expect that bygones will be bygones, that you will simply just see me and forget everything that I have put you through up to this point in time. I understand that I must win your trust now and your affections where it was given so freely to me before. And I don't understand why I have allowed myself to entrap myself in this place where I now am on the precipice of realistically losing you forever. To always be a spectator, looking at your life which is being lived so vibrantly as someone on the outside who ought to be there, right next to you, rising beyond the challenges that life has to offer, taking the place with you, aloft from the people that we once were, into a space of shining brightly, as I have known in my heart that you are the only person who would be equipped to do with me in a beautiful and adequate way. I want you to live a fulfilling life. I have only ever wanted happiness for you, and I pushed you away because I stubbornly thought I was not the person that could give that to you, and I refused the instigation to change that the essence and experience of you presented me with. I took the coward's route, and now I find myself regretting that profoundly. I hope that there is still time to make the necessary changes and preparations that I am trying to do hastily and thoroughly in order to present myself to you in a suitable fashion, where you see me as somebody trustworthy and worthy of your consideration and time. And I hope that whoever this is that I sense is moving in steadily to you and about to make an appearance in your world, I hope that I am able to outshine them in such a way that the choice is obvious, that it is you and I. And I hope I am able to best this competition, which is a major motivator at this point in time for me to take quick and decisive action towards you now. So those are your messages. I'm also going to get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what came through in the first part of the reading or serve as additional messages for you from your future husband or wife. and we have, I'm a better person because of you. You've really changed me. I've been thinking about proposing to you. Even though we're not together, I just can't see myself letting you go. I act happy, but I'm not. I'm protecting this connection. I have inner childhood wounds. I've thought about you spending time with my family and me. I have an offer for you. I'm not blind to the signs. I do see them. And I'm being subliminal with how I feel about you. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got S, B, W, A, T, Z, O, E, E, Y, B, N, S, Q, T, G, L, D, M, and O. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.